I'm running late this morning. It's what time it is for me. Y'all probably done already had y'all's coffee and working on lunch. Oh well, it's life. I ain't in no hurry these days. Rushing my life away. Not me. Y'all come on in. Bring a friend. Tell the next door neighbor they can come too. Uh-huh. Let me do this while I'm waiting on y'all. I had a great weekend, y'all. Just thought I'd come out here and let y'all know. I didn't come on. I intended to, but you know, when I go to parties and stuff, they always got music. And I was enjoying myself. I really wasn't too interested in YouTube, to be perfectly honest, okay? I really just wasn't what I was dealing with. Hey, Miss Betty, I see you. I see you. How you doing, Miss Betty? Huh? Good morning to you. All right. Wait on a few others to get up in here. Then I'm going to tell y'all all about it. Okay? Uh-huh. Miss Betty, you the only one coming in this morning? They're going to say, I didn't get my notifications. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I done told you everything I can tell you. Mm-hmm. They'll eventually come in, but I got to get started because I got a long day today. Got lots to do. Yes, indeed. But anyway, let me start telling y'all what happened yesterday. Well, let me go back to Saturday. Saturday, I kind of hung around. I didn't do a whole lot. So I cleaned up. I washed. I got out. I ran errands. And I went and got my hair rebraided. And you're doing good and you looking so beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I tried. Okay. So anyway, I went and got my hair braided, and I spent most of the evening down at Sharita's house. That's the young lady who braids my hair, who I've met in the nail shop, about a month ago. Jimbo, you 18 and love this pretty lady's looks. Okay, you just made it then, because I don't want nobody in here that's not 18. Okay, well, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Appreciate you coming in. So after I got my hair braided, then I came home. I got my read my little email what to wear to church, because we wearing different clothing to church right now because we're not wearing our choir robes. um Hey, sexy. You think I'm sexy, Pablo? Don't say that. I'm 70. You're not supposed to tell a 70-year-old ain't sexy. People will start hating on me again. Y'all getting me in trouble and coming in here saying stuff like that. You gonna behave? Okay. All right. Hey, Michaela, good morning to you. And Pablo talking about, oh, you a miss. Okay. I believe you, Pablo. You sure do. I believe you. Okay. You can look sexy at any age if you take care of yourself, and things are gonna start happening when you get older. You're not gonna look like you did when you were younger. No, I don't like young men. In fact, I don't want one at all. I'm good right where I am, Pablo. Mm-mm. Never did like a younger man. No, especially 18. Y'all must think I'm Cheryl. Who? Tina Turner or somebody. No, 24. No, baby, that's too young. That I have children older than you. No. Well, I'm glad you think I'm fine. Pablo, you just come in here and take over my conversation this morning, huh? Well, find you an older woman that wants you, baby. There's plenty of older women out there. Some of them might like younger men. Okay, you just had to tell me what you had to tell me. Okay, Pablo, let me get on with my conversation, okay? All right. Hit that like button while you coming in here. All you got to do is touch the screen, go up to the top, touch my name, and then It'll be a like button. Go over in the right hand corner, touch the three dots. Y'all don't do that. Y'all just come in here and talk and listen. That's what y'all do. But anyway, back to my weekend, Pablo. Uh, I went to church on Sunday. That's how I started off my day. And I always try to, because when you out here on these YouTube streets and the devil's playground, the devil's playpen, you need to have something where you are grounded in order to be able to handle uh this life out here on these streets. Good morning, Chef Mac. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Pablo out of control this morning. Okay, you looking for a woman. I ain't the one. But anyway, um, that's how I start my week. I watch it when I have to on the TV or on Facebook on my phone, but it's not the same when you up in there and you actually with the people, okay, that's coming to hear the word and praise the Lord. It's a difference. It really is. So that's how I started my yesterday morning. Then I came home. I fixed me something to eat. I laid down for a little while. I got a telephone call, and it was at the perfect time because it was actually 3 o'clock, and I got home about 12:30, somewhere like that. And the party started at 4 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Explore with Edward. You're new here and finally caught a live. Well, good. Thank you for coming in and catching a live. I come on in the morning sometime between 9:30 and 10:30. If it's after 10:30, then it's going to be a midday live. It all depends on my schedule. I used to have the perfect schedule, but life ain't lifing like that for me no more. So if you miss me in the morning, catch me at night. If you miss me at night, catch me in the morning. Because at night, it's anytime between 5:30 and 7:30. I don't have no exact time anymore. My life is not like that anymore, where I can just sit here and come on at that time anymore, unfortunately. But thank you for coming in and thank you for subscribing. I haven't been on YouTube in a few days. I had to take a break. I've been on Peacock. Well, let me tell you, Michaela, I told y'all that sometimes it gets to be too much for you because I'm a content creator and sometimes it gets to be too much for me. They're not talking about anything I want to hear. They're talking about each other. I don't want to hear that. I don't care who it is. It could be my hater. I don't want to hear it, okay? I want to hear something else more refreshing, more relaxing. This is what this channel is all about. And like I told y'all, when y'all go into those channels and it get to be too much for you, where they come every day with the same topic, the same conversation about the same people, it will get to be too much for you because you will start living in that world of those people. I know I've been there. And I had to take a long break. I took a 9-month break when I went to work. And didn't watch hardly nothing. Now that I'm not working, I'll go in and I'll chat. But if you ever notice me in chats, I'm speaking. I'm talking to the people that's talking to me. And not necessarily, if they get on something that I don't want to be bothered with, then you see me fading out. I'm not going to stay there because that's too much for me. I don't want to hear that. Okay? And if they playing music or if they doing some comedy or some skits or if they talk about their own life or whatever, that's what I want to hear. Jean say something uplifting, Miss V. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Something that's not going to drag you down. Something that's going to lift you up. Something inspirational. Thank you, Jean. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, went to the party at 4 o'clock. I didn't get there until probably about 5 o'clock yesterday evening. It was a child's party. But they lived next door to each other and both kids had a party. So it was cool because they went from house to house and it was outside water slides and swimming pools and all that stuff. And they only came up when it was time to eat and cut the cake. And I was watching basketball, something I do not watch. I haven't watched basketball in a long time, but I really enjoyed that game. It was a girls' basketball team, and the guy, Sharita's husband, was pulling for Chi-Town, Chicago, and they did won, but by 1 point. It was a good game, and I never really got into girls basketball like that, but them girls played yesterday. They really did. They captured my attention. Then there's a new puppy in the family. His name is Matthew, and he fell in love with me. He's 12 weeks old, and he's full of energy. He's all over the place. And I was like, Lord, how in the world do you do him? He never sat down. He's jumping. He's moving. He's up. He's down. He's round my legs. And then the next time I know he's jumping up on my legs, I was like, ooh, that's why I don't have no animal. That's too much energy there. I got a lot of energy, but he would drain the life out of me. But he was the cutest little thing you've ever seen. So that was my Sunday. Then I came back last night and I actually went over just scrolling through trying to find something. Women's basketball has came back in effect. Yeah, it's big time, Chef. I don't know if you saw that game yesterday. It was around 4 something it was on. Because when I got there, I think they were in, I don't remember how many minutes they had, but it wasn't long. Maybe about 10 minutes left for the game or something like that. But that last 10 minutes was off the chain. Hey, Sunny Day, how you doing? Good morning to you. Oh, you watched the Chef, so you know it was a good game. And those girls played too. They sure did. I enjoyed it. Now, I started watching that for my entertainment. That's the kind of stuff I like to entertain me when I'm home alone and I ain't got nothing else to do. I like to find stuff that entertains me. And just a lot of stuff on TV don't entertain me. I'm not a big TV watcher anyways. And I'm more of a sports watcher than anything these days. But anyway, that was my day yesterday, and it was pretty cool. Technicians is in the building. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve to be in the light of God. I don't deserve this sinful life. Well, hold up. Let's talk about that. Oh, Chef, you deleted him. Well, I'm gonna talk to him anyway. He gonna hear it. I don't know if I could pull him back up. But I was going to tell him, you know, you might be at a crossroads where it seems like life is dragging you down and sin is going to be here. You can't get around it. It started in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. It's never going to leave here. It's generational now. It has gone on down. It's just worse. Each generation is getting worse and worse because there's less parenting in the house. There's not 2 parents in the house anymore like it used to be in olden years. People stayed together. I don't care what. Divorces just didn't happen very, very rarely back then. Now, people get together, and when they get together, they ain't even trying to stay together. They got complications. Why would you even go and get married when you see this ain't gonna work? People marrying for all the wrong reasons now. And then kids get involved, and it's hurting the children because the mama is against the dad, or the dad is against the mama. It's just all kind of stuff. But you have to be a little bit more prayerful, and you need to go and get yourself connected with God in order to deal with the sin of the world. Because it ain't going to stop. It ain't going to stop against me and nobody else that's up in this chat. I think you need to get, like I say, get in some kind of Bible-based church and understand that. What I just explained to you. I'm sorry that you got deleted. Your message got deleted. But when they come in like that with that's a problem. You know, people like that, when they can't deal with world issues that's gonna happen every day, they might be at a crossroads of just taking themselves out of here, because he say he didn't deserve this sinful life. None of us do. None of us deserve it, but it is what it is, and we got to deal with it or take ourselves out of here. What's up, Coffee? How you doing? Ms.V, I love those earrings. Thank you, ma'am. You cute, cute. Thank you, Sonny. They old and I got makeup all over them and they wood. So I'm wondering if I can just take something and clean them. I don't know what to take and clean them because they painted wood. They real light, but it's a real thin piece of wood. And they came from one of the islands. I want to say I got these when I was in Jamaica. But that could be wrong because this was years ago. And Ms. V don't be remembering when she be buying all this stuff. But I do know it came from one of them islands over there. And I got 2 pairs of them. Miss Jean say, so am I, Miss V. Love sports. You do too? Baby, I can't wait for football season to start. I cannot. August. Yes. Uh-huh. Miss Delaney, my parents been together almost 20 years, but things happened when my mom saw my dad. It's my only parent. Wait, what you saying, Delaney? They've been together 20 years, but things happened when my mom saw my dad is my only parent. Something happened to your mom where your dad is your only parent now, but at least you did have parents at one time that were together for 20 years. That's a blessing. Some people don't have parents at all. I have a cousin who never knew her mother or her father. Her mother died in childbirth. She was raised by my aunt. So you can always look around and see somebody in a worse shape than you. Okay? Just saying. Yes, you need to have your own relationship with God. Only you and him know what's going on in your life. And he paid the price for our sins. Oh, you on it this morning, Chef Mac. Yes, he did. He drug his own cross up that hill at Calvary. Yeah. And it didn't have to happen like that. That was a choice he made for us. And you don't believe it? Okay. Just keep living. Something to drive you to him. Trust me. I don't know what it is. I'm no clairvoyant. I don't predict the future. You know, I'm no gypsy that just run around and try to find out everybody's business and what's going on. Most of the time, if y'all notice, when y'all saying or talking to me, I never ask you what the problem is. I just give you some strong advice that if you like it in that area, you need to get a relationship. Just like Chef just said, your own relationship. Because you can call him any time of the day or the night. Just sit there and talk to him. Yeah. Sooner or later, you'll get in that spiritual realm where you'll understand when it's time for you to make that move. When it's time for you to back up. When it's time for you to move out. A lot of times, we get into situations or we allow people to come into our life that shouldn't even been never in our life. We don't even find out until later on. These people were no good for you from the beginning. Back away from them. Then you'll know who they really are. If they keep coming for you and coming for you, they want to be with you. Otherwise, they would move on when they see you don't want to be bothered with them. You have to understand life itself, and you have to understand people and how people interact and react to situations. If I don't want to be bothered with Chef no more, and we talked about it, you go your way and I go my way, and she chooses to not go her way, that means she really want to be in my life. Otherwise, she move on and leave me alone. See, you have to look at life the way it really is. Not, oh, well, I'm just going to listen to her tear this lady down. No, it ain't about that. It's about maturity. It's about being grown. It's about standing on your own 2 feet and being able to move around basically by yourself. And you don't need that person anyway. You should have never even let them in your life. That was my mistake. If we got a problem and she won't move on, that's my mistake for not seeing through her sooner. I wasn't looking for it. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't just sit up and watch every day to see what Chef doing and where she going and what's in her house and what she driving and trying to put dollars and cents together to see how much money she making. Who has time to do all that if you got a life of your own? That's what I'm saying. Okay? Sony, Try a little Murphy soap on a cloth to clean the earrings. Okay, Sony. I got to get some. I don't have any of that. I've seen it though in Walmart. And I think I saw it in Target too. But I got to go to Walmart so I get some. Because I was scared. I didn't know what to put on there because of the paint. I didn't want the paint to rub off. That's why I was like, okay, I'm going to come out here and talk to my wham, and I talk to my sugar wiggles about them. Somebody going to say something about them. And that, see how my answer just came through? That's my life. Somebody always is blessing me with something. Information. I don't want to lose the earrings. I'm not going back over there. I don't even know where I got them from to get anymore. And I've never had any wood earrings this light. They're very, very light. And they don't pull the ears. I don't like wearing earrings that are heavy where it pulls the earlobe down or the hole, stretch the hole. Okay, thank you, Sony. Kevin, much love to Ms.V. My family needs it. Okay. Pray everything goes all right for y'all. And y'all, I put a community post out there about Kat. I didn't know Kat had passed away until I was looking at some other content creator, and she had it out there. And I was like, I used to watch Kat all the time because Kat was entertaining to me. She lived her life. She lived it her way. And I just liked how she interacted, but she had a lot of discernment about people. When people were trying to get over on her and stuff like that, baby, Kat could come through. And that's what I liked about Kat. Yeah, and I was sorry to hear that. So my condolences to Kat's family, whoever they are and wherever they are this morning. And I have a post out there on my community wall. I don't know exactly what happened to her. I heard that she had been in the hospital for a long time, in and out since February. And I hadn't been watching her that much because I was busy at work and trying to come out here and do commentary. Yeah, my mom passed away 2.5 years ago. Okay, Delaney, it's a hard trip when you lose your mom, especially if y'all have a very real close relationship. And I had that with my mom, so I can understand. It's going through those holidays without her, vacationing without her for me. We took vacations, one vacation together in the summer. I took her somewhere every year. I always went back home to see her. I was the daughter that she would always call on, whatever she wanted. Down at the church, they always wore a lot of white, and she was like on the mother's board and stuff. And she would call me up and tell me, I want a white suit. I already knew the size. So here I'm out there shopping for her a white suit. And at the time, it was like, dang, she act like I'm the only kid, like that I'm the only daughter. Why she don't never call her? Because she knew they wasn't going to get it in time. They would get it, but they weren't going to be there on time, and it wasn't going to be what she wanted. I knew her taste, and I was going to make sure it got to her. By the way, speaking of mailing stuff, Edward, he's not in the chat. I haven't seen him so far this morning. But you should be receiving your 7K giveaway gift today. Okay? I have the tracking number here. In case you don't get it from the post office. I mailed it on Friday, and they said it should be there on Monday. And today is Monday. So I'm holding on to this until I hear back from you, Edward. Okay, I'll put it back up on the here, so I know where it is. All right. Ms. Audrey's in the building, welcoming everybody on deck, and she got hibachi soup, salad, fruit, smoothies. Charlie Wilson is our entertainment. I love me some Uncle Charlie. I saw him at the M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, outside the stadium. He wasn't inside, he was outside on the parking lot. Uncle Charlie put on a show, baby. Yes, he did. And we were able to sit in the cars, sit on the cars, sit up. I was up on the roof of the SUV watching him. I put me a blanket up there, and that's where I was sitting. Uncle Charlie put it on. Now that's a comeback story there. If you know Uncle Charlie's story and what he went through with his addiction, to come back and his voice didn't even crack or change, because a lot of times they lose their voices when they go through those addictive behaviors. Uncle Charlie is it for me. All righty. Hey, Angel, good morning. How you doing, Angel? My Elaine is up in the building, and Carla. Good morning, ladies. Well, before you buy the Murphy soap, then try a little warm water and soap. Just regular soap. Okay. Let me just put just a tad bit on there. Because I started to put that Dawn dishwashing liquid on there because, it take everything. But I was like, oh, Lord, it might take the pain. But I think I'm going to Google it and see what they say, too. But well, before you buy the Murphy soap, then try a little water. You won't need a big bar. It's used to clean wood surfaces. Oh, okay. But wood surfaces with paint, that's the thing. I don't want the paint to wash off. That's my only reason why I didn't try nothing yet. This one is dirtier than this one right here. This one's a little bit cleaner. Look at that side. And look at this side. See the difference? This how it came. This is way both sides used to look. But I'm talking years now. We talking 15 years probably. Damn, my Edward, I was just saying that your gift should arrive today, and I have the tracking from the post office. Okay, all right. So just let me know if in the next live tonight or tomorrow whether you got it or not, because it should arrive today. So be on the lookout. Okay. Okay, what are you saying to me, Edward Queen? Chatting with Ms.V. God bless you and your family. You stay sharp and classy. This is nothing new for me. I've been doing this all my life, and I got it from my mom. My mom was the dresser. I will never be able to keep myself polished like she did. She didn't miss a beat. And every day she went in that classroom like she was on Sunday morning with high heels and stockings on and taught in them every day, all day long, till she was well up into her 60s when she retired. I think she was like 67 when she actually left the classroom. And she said she had to go because kids had changed too much over those years that she had been in there, 40-some years. And parents didn't care about the kids anymore. She cared more about the kids than the parents cared about the kids. She had worked in school areas that were project areas where parents would come up out them projects with them pink rollers in their hair and them house shoes on after teachers. Never came for her. She always had a kind word. We can talk about this. Let me tell you what's going on in here so you can help me at home. See how she reversed that thing and turned around? I got a little of it from her. But it's that old daddy in me sometimes that make me want to just, because he would. He was the nicest person you ever wanted to meet. And I have a lot of his ways. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. The mother was just totally opposite. She just keep on trying to work with you and trying to work with you and trying to teach you and trying to help you. Well, sometimes, okay, I look like her, but I don't necessarily have all of her great attributes because of the daddy in me. If I can keep him at bay, then I'm just happy-go-lucky. I'm just smiling, trying to help somebody. That was her. He'll help you until you mess with him. Okay? Then he'll let you know, don't come back in my life, Mom. Leave me alone. Go on about your business. I don't need you. I'm a man. I can take care of me and my wife. I don't need you for nothing. Don't come back around no more. Now, my oldest brother is exactly my daddy. When y'all meet him, y'all gonna see, I told y'all I was different from day one. Y'all are gonna meet the daddy when y'all meet him. And y'all will meet him this summer. He ain't gonna be bothered with you. I'll be sitting there talking to him and y'all say something he don't want to answer when that ain't y'all's business. He just blunt and just straight up with you. That's that military. That's that law enforcement 50 years. He ain't finna fool with you like that. He'll fool with me like that, and I'm his sister. That's just who he is. And I might tell him, okay, bro, people out here on Facebook want to meet you. Come on, let's talk to the people. I don't want to talk to them people. Come on, bruh. And if I get him to come out here and talk to y'all, it ain't gonna be unless he get entertained by somebody and they start asking him questions about maybe law enforcement or Vietnam War or something that's of his interest or whatever. But other than that, he come out here and speak to y'all, and I got to go. My show coming on inside because he still watches Columbo. Okay, I can't with him. I just let him do him. Hey Zaza, good morning. Oh, y'all speaking. I'm trying to get to a comment here. I'm sitting outside, my gorgeous auntie queen. Where is Reba this morning? At work? Is it hot in Louisiana? It's not that hot here right now, but it's still stormy looking. It's not a pretty day. It's overcast and it still got that stormy look to it here. Okay. Ms.V, the young ladies that got drafted from college this year, WNBA is very popular and arena selling galore of tickets. I can tell. I didn't know that, but I know when I looked up in those stands was full. I mean, it was like jam packed up in the stands. That good too. Mm-hmm. You could tell they were very popular. Yep. They're very nice looking girls too. Use a Q-tip with some soap. Okay, Miss Betty. I'ma try that. The soap shouldn't take the paint off. When you stop and you think about it, because I'm thinking about the chemical compounds. I'm back in the lab now, y'all, and took me back to the lab and made me start thinking. The soap does not have any chemical in it that should take the paint off. Not at all. Okay. Thank you, Miss Betty. Good morning, Sunshine. How you doing, Sunshine? You must have taken a break too, because I haven't seen you out here on these streets until like a couple of days ago. But I went over on your Facebook page. I like those shoes, them red Chanel shoes. I need them. I don't have no red slides. I need them. So you got to get with me so I can find out how much those slides are. I got to go back over there and find you because it just kind of popped up because I hadn't been going on Facebook. But I did go over there yesterday. I changed my profile picture and my cover picture. I did a little short over there yesterday and told them I'll be back to Facebook as a content creator real soon. And I've been doing like a few little things over there and drawing them back in because I left them for a whole 9 months. Well, 10 months probably. Yep. And I ain't been back. I ain't been over there, period, to say nothing to nobody, a happy birthday to nobody, nothing. So lately I've been going back over there. You're trying to get it more involved over there in Facebook since YouTube is where I want it to be now. It's growing. I have an audience over here now and I can concentrate on both of them. But I have the app where I'm going to start going on Facebook and YouTube. Actually, the app I have, I can do Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. I'm not really interested too much in TikTok because I don't know that much about it. I don't like jumping on apps I don't know nothing about. And Instagram, I've had a page over there, but I don't have a business page over there. So I guess I'm going to try one at a time and go into Facebook and building my audience up over there because I had a great audience over there. It's just that I didn't feel like I could do both of them at the same time. And the content I was bringing at that time was not for Facebook. So they was a little bit lost. And I realized that. And I'm like, you need to do one at a time. You need to build this channel and get this channel growing. And then you can go over there. But I'm ready for it now. I'm ready. And I'll grow fast over there because I know a lot of people over there. And I'm almost at 1,000 on 2 videos, and I ain't been over there in months and Sundays. Mm-mm. Yeah. So all I need is 9 more over there. And it's easier to get people on Facebook to me than YouTube. YouTube is a struggle to get people to come and view you and get to know you and enjoy your content. Over there, people just do memes and run up. Yeah, it to me it's much easier. My content is more Facebook content than YouTube content anyway, because over there you ain't gonna be doing all that crazy stuff these people doing out here, lying on people and messing with people and all that. Cause them Harvard graduates that own it over there, they ain't about that life. They want content, okay? Mm-hmm. Looking beautiful. Hey, Miss Kendra, how you doing? Content creator. Um, Hewitt, hey baby, my sweetheart, my sugar plum, my darling, my dream, my girlfriend. How you doing? I'm good, Hewitt. How you doing? Auntie Miller ain't in here today because you know Auntie was trying to take you from me, Hubert. When you dropped that money for looking at my toes, Auntie is trying to get you a person up there in Boston. I was like, how you gonna take my man who done fell in love with me over here, who giving me money? Auntie was wrong for that. I had to stop her. This is my Hubert. Hubert came to me. I don't know where it came from. But thank you, Hubert. um, That's me, Ms.V. Our interests are different. Law enforcement don't leave my blood. Sheriff's Department. So I didn't know that, Coffee. You know, the brother that passed away, he was Sheriff's Department. The one that had the kidney failure, Harry. Yep, and that's what he did his whole career in the Sheriff's Department. Retired and then went over to the DA's office with the older brother. And I guess when it's in you, huh, Coffee? Because they get on my nerves with all that. Yep. And the two brothers worked together at the DA's office. One retired from Monroe City Police, and then Harry retired from Ouachita Parish Sheriff Department. And then Warren went over to the DA's office first, and then hired his brother after he retired, and they both sitting up in the same office. I said, this is too much. I might as well go on down there and get me a sit-down job. Because Harry was lazy, baby. He ain't do nothing. Them people didn't even know who he was until Warren retired from over there and left Harry in the office. He was walking around and they was like, well, who is this? The older brother did everything. They was like this, 2 peas in a pod. The baby brother let the older brother do whatever he wanted to, and the ones in the middle were already gone. They passed away. So it's just them two. Now he by himself now. And still a mess. Coffee. Y'all will meet him. He 82. He gonna say what's on his mind. He might even get my channel taken down. I'm scared, okay? Because he don't bite his tongue about nothing. The good deacon down there. Yeah, that's who he is, baby. Just a mess. Okay, sunshine. We'll get together. Jordan, good morning. Jesus is good. All the time he good. You better tell somebody. Yes, indeed. Without him, I couldn't make it. I'm just serious. At this point in my life, with all of the destructions and the sorrow that you have in your life of loved ones leaving and people moving on to the next life and stuff, baby, it is a problem. You know, to try to come out here and be a YouTuber at my age, you got young people coming for you that you don't even know why. What, you ain't did nothing to them. Why are you bothering? And you say I'm elderly. Well, leave this elderly person alone. That's the kind of stuff I had to get ready for out here on YouTube. Because it didn't happen right away. It took time for all of this stuff to come out. But I thank God I'm grounded where it does not affect me none. Period. You have to look at it realistic, like I'm telling you. My life is my life. I live it. I love it. I made it what it is. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not, because it ain't your life. I'm not into your life. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you live. I don't care where you go. I don't care about none of that. It's how you treat me. When you start showing me some indifferences and when you start showing me how you really feel about me, don't get mad when I walk away because I'm gone. You must be crazy. And that's how I am in real life. This is my real life I'm bringing to you every day. I don't worry about the people out here on YouTube. I worry about the people I got to face in real life when I get off of YouTube. That's the ones that matter. Not these people out here I don't know nothing about. Mm-mm. And it's obvious they don't know nothing about me. They got issues. They got problems. They built up a hate. And you probably can't even... Man, why do you hate that lady? I don't know. Their issues ain't my issues. I don't hate them. I just don't want to be around them. They can't get it. Sorry to hear that, but yes, it's in you for life. Well, that's what I dealt with. Coffee. Every last one of them. And then the second generation is coming up. They're not into the policing part. They're lawyers, okay? And that's what you hear from them. I only have one nephew that's in the police department. And that one was raised by the oldest brother. So it was destined to happen. When he went to college, he went to some weather school over in Mississippi. And he wanted to be a weatherman. We all laughed at him. How in the hell you gonna be a weatherman? You? No. But he ended up finishing his degree and becoming law enforcement. And he's moved on up in the ranks now. I forgot, he's a sergeant. That's what he is. And he hadn't been working that too long, maybe about 12 years in it. Yeah. But that's all you gonna hear when you're around them. And then the other one, is a mayor. So that's politics involved with the law. Man, I be like, let me go, because I ain't trying to hear all this here law enforcement stuff. Y'all all over my head. That's something I never been into, okay? Not at all. That's their life. Hubert, what you laughing at? Can't steal me from the one I got my eyes on. All right, you tell him, Hubert. Let them know, okay? Okay. All right. Jordan, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I don't know if I spoke to you, Jordan. It's difficult adjusting to disrespect when you aren't raised that way. It's very difficult. I wasn't raised to disrespect anybody, even an older person. My parents taught me it doesn't matter what they say. You're not here to correct them. So when you come out here and you hear this, and now I'm an older person, I be like, ooh, who raised you? Because you don't argue with old people where I came from and how I was raised. You definitely don't come out and lie on them, and you definitely don't come out and make up stuff on them, and you definitely don't disrespect them. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. All right. And that was the end of it. Now, you might come home and talk to your mama about what she's saying. Your mama gonna tell you, now you know she old. You know her mind is bad. And that was the end of it. You just respected older people. But the parenting got lost somewhere along the way. It started back in the 80s. It did. Yeah. And it's sad because if you don't respect an older person, and especially one that ain't bothering you, you got some serious ass issues because you got an old lady and an old mama. What if somebody disrespected them? You ready to go off, huh? If somebody disrespect your old mama, if somebody lie on your old mama, that's what I don't get. That lets me know they have some serious issues, and it's some parenting that's missing. It's some deflecting in their life. They are not happy people. They're liking. I'm not liking where I'm going to come out here and disrespect nobody, much less no old person. I went to see Miss Cat the other day. That's the lady who I told you what gave me the elephants or was gonna give me the elephants. I still ain't went and got the elephants. I went by the house to see her. Miss Cat is 95 years old. I used to do Miss Cat's hair for almost 20 years. I'm going by her daughter's house to see Miss Cat. Miss Cat done fell. Big old hematoma up here. I bruised up her jaws because she fell forward. All this up here messed up. And her daughter told me she over in the old folks' home, in the convalescent home. I didn't even know they had a convalescent home in Texas City over by the hospital. So she told me how to get there, and I went over there to see her. And I didn't really, she kind of prepared me for what I would see. And it had, her face had gotten better. She still had the purple marks on the cheekbones. But it's the weight loss. She down to 125 pounds. Miss Cat used to weigh about 160 pounds. And just seeing her like that, I just started crying. I had to leave the room. Her daughter came on over there, and I told her, I say, I'm going to the bathroom. She saw the tears forming in my, because I love that little old lady. That lady was like a mother to me. She was around when my mother was sick and in the hospital when I brought her from Louisiana down to MD Anderson. Miss Cat comforted me. And to see her at 95 and her crying and saying that I don't know why God leaving me here. It's nothing else I can do here. And then she crying to me and telling me I don't think I did everything that I needed to do for my children. And I'm trying to comfort her. You got 4 children that are self-sustaining and have worked, and all of them are retired. What are you talking about? They all own their homes. They're not paying for their homes. They own them. You've been here long enough to see your great grandchildren, and they're 2 are in college. The other 2 are in high school. What are you talking about? She was having her pity party, but I wasn't going for it. But I was still just broken down. This was after I got my hair braided. I went over to see her. Life is short. It doesn't even look like it's been that long since Miss Cat was walking up in there getting her hair colored and highlighted. And all of a sudden now, she's 95 and giving up on life. That hurt me. Hey, Miss Aretha, good morning. How you doing, Miss Aretha? Y'all, too. I want to tell y'all, we went over. I saw some of y'all over at Shamar's page when I saw you, Miss Aretha, last night. And it was so much fun. If y'all didn't see it, catch the replay. There was nobody. It was people in there who had gotten into it with each other, said nasty things about each other, but he kept everybody respectful and on point. Every content creator that walked off in there, he dropped their handles. So if people wanted to go and subscribe to them, and he was pushing pages, but they had a singing contest last night. And I missed the first of it, and I still ain't went back to hear. Where I came in, Sweet Tea was coming up to sing. But it was Ask Granny. Ask Granny tore down Luther last night over there. And she did another song. Miss Aretha did rapping about crack. Crack is whack. Okay? It was just, everybody did a great performance over there. And then they did the polling to see who was going to win. And I think it was money involved in it. But it was a good live. I had to go to sleep on it because when they got down to the people doing the polls of who was going to win or who placed where, baby, it took too long. I was like, man, I got to go now. But it was a great live. It was very entertaining. All the people who came up there, they did something. I missed all that because that was in the beginning. Zay did a song, I guess, or some rapping or something. I missed him. But the ones I did catch in the end, this lady named Sally, I didn't even know who she was. Ooh, and this VS lady, she got up there and she sang. There's a lot of content creators up there last night. And, lay people who subscribe to channels. But baby, it was a good show last night. And what I liked about it is people in the chat were not bashing each other. They were really talking about, what a good job the people did on stage and stuff like that. A great live. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so shout out to Shamar. Okay. Miss Aretha is congratulating you, Edwin, on your engagement to Reba. Okay. When I worked in sales, any rude customers, I treated them with kindness. You can get to them quicker with kindness. I was customer service manager at a couple of places. And if you go after them like they going after you, y'all gonna be duking it. Okay? But if they hollering at you and you just stay calm. Yes, sir. My worst experience, Audrey, was at Hertz, DC. Where they come in there early in the morning, the drug dealers and all them folks with no credit cards, with all this cash money. And our policy was that they could not get a car without having a credit card. But they want to throw this cash on you, $5,000. Okay, in cash money on the counter. Sir, I'm sorry, I cannot take the cash money. It's our policy. Look, here it is right here. That we have to have a credit card on file in case something happens to the car. Okay? And it has to be approved by the manager, the type of car that you're trying to take out of here. Let them vent and go off and off and off. And I just sit there and I just look at them. And I'd be smiling all the time. Well, is it anything else I can help you with? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead on to the next person. And I tell the agent, keep moving. And step down here and we can talk about this away from the people. Or you can come back here. Here's my office right here. It's a certain way you have to handle people to bring them down because they already came in their mind. They driving off with this car, okay? And they going to give you this cash money and you going to take it. Not me. That ain't the rule, okay? When I worked in sales, any rude customers, I treated them with kindness. You got to, which would make them extremely mad, but they'll calm down. They'll calm down. In time, that same person had a pleasant attitude when approached. Exactly. Yes, that's how you do it. You let them go head on and then you come back and you treat them nice. Very, very nice. Would you like to have some coffee? We have a coffee bar over there while we sit down and talk about it and see how we can come to some kind of resolution to the problem. All the time you thinking inside, you gonna get your ass up out of here with this craziness. You got a whole entourage of dope dealers behind you. And y'all finna take out a brand new 20 whatever year truck it is that ain't got no miles on it. Knowing it's going to come back trash, seats burn up and everything else. But you just got to keep that in the back of your head and keep thinking like they're thinking, that you're helping them. So this is what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to go get a credit card and I'm going to need you to bring that person in here and let them get the car in their name with their credit card. And then you can drive out with it. You ain't breaking no rules then. You got to outthink them. Because they got that game. They got that street life down. Okay? You got to think street life in order to satisfy them and keep them calm. Even though you had police in there and then you had a whole service of police that you could call the office and all of them would come running down. I only had to call the police one time on this one guy that came in there. Oh, he was trying to come across the desk at my agent. Oh, no, you not. So when she hit the buzzer in the office for me to come out, I'm like, sir, is everything okay? I'm going across there. No, 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 no. Let's not do that. Because we don't want the police to come, okay? I done already hit the bus. Police are on the way. He don't know that, okay? You gotta outthink them. That's all I can say. Like, share, and subscribe, please. While I missed it, got a replay. Love Shamar. Yes, it was a good live coffee. Definitely was. Hey, Rez, content creator, y'all. You gotta go catch it. It was some good talent, too. Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, Lucinda. Lucinda was there. Lucinda did a song, baby. She did the one by Betty Wright. So, yeah, Lucinda was up there too last night. She did that. And she changed it up to be her and her man, Shamar. Okay? So, yes, I was telling them about Shamar's live last night with all of y'all up there doing y'all's thing. Very talented content creators and people out here on YouTube. And, baby, they did it last night. Lucinda sung that song, baby. She did that. Okay. Hey, Tagistic Queen, how you doing? Hey, my peeps. Hey, everyone, says Lucinda. Okay. And Lucinda's congratulating you on your engagement, Edward and Reba. Okay. So, y'all, we coming up on our hour. We talked about a whole lot of different varieties of stuff this morning. But I like to do that sometime and just engage with my audience, not about a specific topic. But I have to come back and tell y'all, too, yesterday at church, we talked about on Sunday morning, what we talk about? It was when the storms of life come. Do you know I went to church and the preacher was talking about the same thing? But his was titled, Stay in Your Ship. And then he brought it out from a biblical standpoint. He was talking about Peter and how Peter denied God 3 times. I was like, wow. So he made it even more clearer to me. So I got to bring it to y'all. If y'all didn't go over there on Facebook and catch it at 10:15 at Greater Barbers Chapel yesterday. Oh, he preached his butt off and he made it very clear. A 5-year-old, a 4-year-old could have understood what he was saying. Yes. Okay, what you saying? I had doctors and other blue collar jobs on probation. Did not treat them different. They sat in waiting areas with others. I called them Mr. and Mrs., not doctors. So respect was shown to all. Exactly. You don't have to put a title on their name when they're a patient. That's who they are. Mrs. Robinson or Ms. Robinson now. Even if I had a PhD or a doctor, medical doctor behind my name, it wouldn't matter. Lawyer, such and such. They might not want people to know who they are. So you did the right thing by addressing them as Mr. and Mrs. You love the braids, Lucinda? I got them redone Saturday. Yeah, I showed them the other day. She did the back a different. Where is it? That's how she did the back. And you can see how much my hair has grown now. It's down to the dark part, braided up. Okay? She doesn't know how to thread in or how keep the braids the same all the way down because she's not a professional braider. She just likes to braid, okay? She does have her cosmetology license, but she's learning to braid on me, her daughter, her family, and everybody. So it's called feed in. She doesn't know how to do the feed in. See how they get small at the bottom? But like I told her, you can learn on me. Because, baby, the price ain't about nothing. $45, $65. That's all. It ain't like you going paying $200. And that's why when people out here talked about them, I'm like, get out of my life. I'm helping somebody. Okay? She helping me because she ain't charging me that much. She learning on me. I'm going to wear braids because I'm going to get in the pool. And she doesn't hurt. She doesn't pull her hair so tight, where it's hurting for hours and hours. And then she sprays the hair and it kind of loosens up. And I can sleep on it at night. I can go to some of them, and they the ones help pull the edges out too. It wasn't just the wigs and the weave. They caught all this little hair that's growing back. They took it out because they was braiding it all the way down to if they could catch it up, they was pulling it up and pulling it out. And I'm just surprised that it came back, that it's coming back. Because I'm telling you, they put some tension on it, baby. And you can see where the scalp was pulling up. It was so tight. And then you're going to charge me 200, 250, 280. Ain't going to last no longer than hers lasts. My hair is very soft, okay? And it grows very fast. It's tight now. It's not moving. 2 weeks is all it's been lasting. That's it. Because the hair is growing out. So why should I pay $200 and some for something and somebody else? Long as it's up there and I can do something with it, like bring it up, put it in a ponytail, wrap it around and put it in a ponytail. Like I say, do something different in the back this time. And she was able to put more hair in this time because my hair was growing out. When I first started getting it braided, she had to do it with a little bit of hair because I had a little bit of hair. So you had to be able to catch that hair up, and that hair was going to come out them braids because it was so short. Duh. I came with some people. But now that my hair's grown out and it's longer, she can use more hair in there because it's not going to be coming out the braid. Ooh, wee. I came with some people. I don't understand. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing? Okay, y'all, I have come up on my hour. I got things I got to do. But when we come back, I was supposed to tell y'all about lying. Okay? Because I've already done my research on that and what the good book said that we should not be doing. And we're going to talk about also how to Pastor correlated what I said on Sunday with what's in the Bible. He talked about Peter. He talked about Job. We need to know about this. This is history repeating itself. We got a lot of Peters out here in the world. Was right there with him, but will deny it. You see it every day. We'll talk about it, okay? Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. Until then, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Become a member, less than a candy bar. And come back and let's chat about it later on this afternoon. In the meantime, love you much, and I'll talk to you later.